always wins. What is up, guys? Gamer the Video Game Scientist from VG Bootcamp here, and today we're going to talk about ledge intangibility deterioration. Before we get started, let's talk about the differences between intangibility and invincibility. Now, normally I use the terms interchangeably, even though I shouldn't, but it's because they're slightly different. I don't want to confuse people, but let's just get this out of the way now. In training mode, when you turn show invincibility on, intangibility is blue, invincibility is green, and the difference is very simple. Usually when you're intangible, blue, you have no collision box except protect in place. When you're invincible, you do, the green one. So like people could still hit you, you just don't move. They freeze in place when they hit you. Anyways, this was brought to my attention by my own brother, co-founder of VG Bootcamp, Apostle. Go follow him on Twitter, VGBC_Apostle. He does not get enough love. I get all the credit for everything VG Bootcamp does. He's been doing this with me full time for 5 years, and I get all the credit, like I just said. So show him some love. Tell him you appreciate him. He hates begging for followers, but because I'm telling you all to do it, it's my fault, and he can blame me. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's hard to get off the ledge. Because you get a ton of ledge invulnerability, the best option is to delay and mix up when you do your ledge option to mess with your opponent's frame traps so they don't work. There's a mechanic in the game that has been in the game since Smash 4 that gives you more invincibility when you grab the ledge based on your airtime before grabbing it. I think this maxes out at around 3 seconds. If you grab the ledge from the stage, so basically no airtime, you have about 1 second of invulnerability. If you get hit while airborne, it resets the counter. Anyways, I was in my room labbing another mechanic, and my brother, Apostle, follow him on Twitter, came in and he said, "Hey, you know about this ledge invincibility thing?" And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, "Well, if you have higher percentage, you have less ledge invincibility." So I was like, "You mean like if I like do a get up attack, it can get beat out?" And he was like, no, when you grab the ledge, you have less invincibility and it maxes out around 120%. I was like, what? I don't even recall anyone ever talking about this. And he was like, yeah, it was in the first trailer for the game when Sakurai announced all the mechanics. So I bid him adieu, go follow him on Twitter, and this is what I came up with. As he said, as your percentage gets higher, the amount of ledge invulnerability you're allowed to have is less. It's like an equation, so your airtime still matters. It's just the max you're allowed to get and the min you're allowed to get lower based on your percentage. It seems as if universally this maxes out at 111%. If you grab the ledge from the stage like I showed you earlier, you only get 23 frames of invuln as opposed to 60 frames / 1 second. Now, the ledge grab animation is 19 frames, so in reality, you only have 4 frames of ledge invuln. That is hella low. From here on out, when we talk about ledge invuln, I'm getting rid of the frames when you grab the ledge. So when I say 30 frames of ledge invuln, it doesn't count the 19 when you grab the ledge. As far as I can tell, the max amount of ledge invulnerability that you can get after 111% is 79 frames. That being said, that is with some hardcore stalling. Normally, the character will have somewhere between 40 and 55 frames of ledge invulnerability after recovering at higher percents. So why does this matter? Well, that mix-up your opponent usually gets from grabbing the ledge, the window has shrunk, making it easier to ledge trap them. It's not going to happen unless you catch them slipping though. So the first thing you got to do is let them know, hey, your invulnerability goes away faster now, so I'm going to hit you. And then they'll be more likely to buffer a ledge option, making your ledge traps way easier. Someone goes to edge guard you and they mess up, usually they immediately recover. So their invulnerability will be way lower and you can hit them really quickly and catch them slipping and say, you got to buffer an option. But most importantly, some characters have some really hard to deal with ledge traps. The first example is Snake. If you just spam up smash at the ledge and then react to them grabbing it, the last mortar you did will hit them if they stay on the ledge. So they have to go for an option. Game & Watch can also run off stage, air dodge in, and then do bacon inwards. I am sure there are a ton of other characters that have this option, but the main point of LID, aka ledge intangibility deterioration, is to catch your opponent slipping and force them to do an option. Let them know they can't just sit on the ledge after 110%. Because like I said, like as an example, It's just an idea I came up with. A regular ledge get up is really hard to deal with. There's only one frame you can punish it. One of the easier punishes to go for is jab. It'll just push them off the ledge and then they'll grab it. And they'll basically have no invincibility after the ledge grab animation's over. Most people in this situation stall, so you can just hit them. It's important. Everyone should know about this. And I didn't know, and there's probably a lot of players that do know about it. But until Apostle brought it to my attention, follow him on Twitter, I didn't know. I forgot it was even in the original trailer. So keep this in mind. One, if you're edge guarding someone. And two, if you're the person being edge guarded. Because after this video, a lot of people are going to know about it and they're going to catch you slipping. That's the video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, consider liking it, consider subscribing. And if you really, really like my content, I try to put out good stuff, consider hitting that notification bell. Make sure to remember to turn on notifications on your mobile app. Apparently a lot of y'all turn those off even though you have notifications turned on. I'm really busy. I'm preparing to do production for Evo and SmashCon. So it's back to the lab with me. I'll see you guys next time. Follow Apostle.
Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again. Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again.